Famous mainly for a knife that he used, James Bowie was born in Kentucky in 1796 and died a hero at the Alamo, Texas on March 6, 1836. He spent 3/4 of his life in antebellum Louisiana, gaining respect as a fearless and formidable adversary and patriot. Born to English-Scottish parents, James was the second youngest of 9 children, learning mainly from his older siblings. By an early age, he was not only proficient in hunting and weaponry, but could speak fluent French and Spanish. Aged 16, he answered Andrew Jackson's call to join the militia and fight the English at New Orleans. However, the battle was over before Bowie arrived. He joined up with the ill-fated Long Expedition in 1819, and would have encountered the privateer Sean Lafitte on Galveston Island in Texas. On his return home, his father passed away and he and his siblings inherited some land and slaves. Returning to Galveston with his older brother Rezin, they purchased slaves from Sean Lafitte, handed them to the authorities for a reward only to buy them back at auction for a low price and resell them for a sizable profit. A loophole in the law, abolishing slave importation, allowed this. They repeated this several times, and in 1825, purchased the Acadia plantation near Alexandria. In 1827, what became known as the Sandbar Fight took place near Natchez, Mississippi. It was a bloody brawl which followed a duel, where the duelists fired twice, missing one another and then shook hands. However, festering animosity between the friends of both sides caused Bowie to be shot and grounded. He raised himself up, to be knocked down again with a pistol butt. He was shot at again, then impaled in the chest with a sword cane. As the assailant placed his foot on Bowie to gain leverage when removing the cane, Bowie pulled him down and disemboweled him with his knife. Bowie stood up, with the sword protruding from his chest, and was shot and stabbed yet again. His amazing recovery made news headlines and the fight left 2 dead. Recovering from the fight, he made excursions into Texas and settled there in 1830, joining up with the Texas Rangers. Hearing of opportunities available to Mexican citizens with lucrative land deals, he swore his allegiance to Mexico, becoming a Mexican citizen in September 1830. He helped build wool and cotton mills and exploited a legal loophole in buying subsidized land and selling for profit. In 1831 he married a 19-year-old Mexican girl, Maria Ursula de Veramendi, and together they raised 2 children. He gained government permission to lead a party in search of the Los Almagras mine. His group of 11 men were attacked by up to 150 hostile Indians and fought for over 12 hours, killing and wounding 70 Indians, with the loss of only 1 man. Bowie returned a hero. In the same year, he and Rezin sold the Acadia plantation for a very large profit, and in a separate incident he and his brother John were exposed as fraudsters in a land sale where documents were forged. The victims were to sue the brothers, but the evidence mysteriously disappeared and the case was dropped. The ongoing changes in Mexican politics soured the existence of Texans, and in August 1832, Bowie played an active part in the Battle of Nacogdoches. A year later Bowie was part of a delegation which formally requested the independence of Texas within the Mexican Federation. However, when Antonio López de Santa Anna became president in 1833, he changed the Mexican constitution in many ways, literally becoming a dictator. In 1833 Bowie sent his wife, children and in-laws to Monclova, in order to escape an outbreak of cholera. Sadly, the passage of the disease could not be predicted and his family perished. Devastated by his loss, he turned to alcohol for support until another opportunity arose in 1834 in land speculation. Although Bowie was appointed a land commissioner, Santa Anna overturned the law a year later, and Bowie had to flee the area or face arrest. The inevitable flames of the Texas Revolution were ignited with the Battle of Gonzales on October 2, 1835. They flared again on October 28 at the Battle of Concepcion, where Bowie once again emerged as a hero. Learning that Santa Anna was marching 4,500 troops toward San Antonio, Bowie, now a colonel, obtained Sam Houston's blessing to mount a defense in the Alamo mission. But with little over 100 men based there, this would be an impossible task. Houston ordered that the building be destroyed, but Bowie decided to stay and fight. Lieutenant Colonel William B. Travis was given command over Bowie. At first the men had a severe disagreement, but eventually they accepted a shared leadership until Bowie was taken ill. In early February, the Tennessee Congressman Davy Crockett arrived at the fortified mission along with 30 volunteers, but those defending the Alamo were vastly outnumbered by the Mexican army. The men of the Alamo fought against Santa Anna's army until the final battle on March 6. Bowie fell ill not long after arriving at the mission. It is said that a line was drawn in the dirt and those that would stay and fight were to stand on one side. Bowie, too ill to walk, asked to be carried over the line to be with the men who would stay behind. Confined to bed, suffering from tuberculosis or pneumonia, when the Mexican soldiers finally stormed the Alamo, Bowie fired at them, but was killed where he lay. It is possible that several men were captured alive and subsequently executed or hacked to death. Some speculation suggests that Crockett was one of these, but there is no conclusive proof, as the bodies of the slain Texans were burned. Within 6 weeks, on April 21, 1836, Santa Anna was captured and his army defeated at the Battle of San Jacinto by Sam Houston's army. On May 14 Santa Anna signed the treaties of Velasco, recognizing Texas as an independent state.